My dear soul, if you found this message, know this. It's not a coincidence. Life is always speaking to us, gently guiding us toward healing, love, and truth. Today, something divine has led you here. This is not by accident. This is a message your heart was ready to receive. Let us open it together. You are exactly where you're meant to be, even if it doesn't look like it. Even if your heart feels heavy or you're unsure what tomorrow will bring, even if everything around you seems to be falling apart or nothing is happening at all. Trust this. Life has not made a mistake with you. You have not fallen behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are on a sacred journey, and every step you've taken has brought you here for a reason. In a world that constantly pushes us to rush, compare, and worry about what's next, it's easy to feel like we're not doing enough. But life does not operate by human deadlines. The universe doesn't use clocks or calendars to measure your worth or progress. It moves with divine timing. Always on time, always on purpose. And that means where you are right now in this exact moment is part of a greater unfold, even if you don't understand it yet, even if the purpose is hidden. It's not without meaning. You may be going through a season of waiting for clarity, for healing, for love, for a new beginning. And maybe the waiting feels painful, like something is being withheld. But perhaps, instead of being a punishment, the waiting is a gift, a time to slow down, to reflect, to release old patterns, to learn how to trust, not from fear, but from peace. Because sometimes before the universe delivers the next blessing, it prepares your soul to receive it. Other times you may be walking through something that feels unfair or overwhelming, a loss, a betrayal, a closed door you didn't expect. And in the pain you wonder, why me? Why now? But what if this moment isn't here to break you, but to shape you? What if it's teaching you strength, boundaries, faith, or even compassion? What if the very thing you're questioning is the thing that will one day become your testimony? You are not being punished, you are being prepared. The things you've been through are not random, they are your soul's curriculum. And no experience is wasted. The heartache, the waiting, the detours, they all serve a higher purpose. They lead you inward. They show you what truly matters. They call you back to yourself. And so you are not lost, you are in process. This moment right here is not an accident. It holds value. You don't need to skip ahead. You don't need to figure everything out. Your job is not to control the outcome. Your job is to be present, to breathe, to listen, to feel. And most of all, to trust that the same power that created oceans, mountains, and stars also created you. That same intelligence is guiding you now. You are being supported, even if you can't see it yet. The people you've met, the experiences you've had, the lessons you've learned, none of them are wasted. Each one has brought you closer to your truth, closer to your purpose, closer to your healing. Don't let your mind convince you that you're behind, that you should be somewhere else by now. Those thoughts are not rooted in truth. They are born from fear. You are not late. You are not missing out. You are not less than anyone else. You are evolving, you are blooming, and just like the seasons, your life unfolds in divine rhythm. Some seasons are for planting, some are for growing, others are for harvesting, and yes, some are for resting. Don't rush your season. Don't envy someone else's chapter. Your path is your own, and it's beautiful, even when it's messy, even when it's quiet, even when it's hard to see the progress. The fact that you are still here, still breathing, still hoping, still healing, that alone is a miracle. That is strength. That is grace. That is growth. And it means something is working even if you don't fully understand it yet. So be kind to yourself. Be gentle with your journey. Stop judging yourself for not having it all together. You are doing better than you think. You are learning, unlearning, rising, and becoming. And that is enough. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And soon you'll look back on this moment, not with regret, but with gratitude, because you'll see how everything was leading you somewhere sacred, somewhere higher, somewhere deeper, somewhere better than you ever imagined. So breathe, trust, you can keep going. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are in alignment, and life is unfolding for you, not against you. You are not alone. Even in your quietest, darkest moments, you are deeply loved. There is a presence that walks with you even when you cannot feel it. There is love surrounding you, holding you, whispering to your heart, keep going. You are never alone. It's easy to feel isolated in this world. When pain strikes, when relationships fall apart, when people walk away, or when we feel misunderstood, the loneliness can feel unbearable. But even in those times, especially in those times, you are wrapped in divine love. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul knows. Your soul has always known. There is a love that existed before you were born, and it will continue to exist long after every worry has faded away. This love does not judge, it does not abandon, it does not keep a record of your mistakes. It is not based on how much you achieve or how perfect you appear. This love simply is constant, gentle, fierce, unchanging. You might look around and wonder where your support is. Maybe you've been strong for so long that others forget you need help too. Maybe you've cried yourself to sleep more times than you can count, silently hoping someone would notice, someone would care. But even in those silent tears, you were not crying alone. You were being held, watched over, loved beyond measure. There is a love that knows your heart's every whisper. That love sees the truth of who you are, not the labels the world gave you, not the roles you play, but the light within you. It sees past the fear, the doubt, the shame. It sees your essence, beautiful, whole, worthy. And it holds you there in truth, not in illusion. So many of us walk around thinking we must earn love, that we must be better, thinner, richer, smarter, happier, or more productive to be loved. But real love, divine love, is not earned. It is given freely. You are not alone because this love walks beside you. It sits with you when no one else does. It comforts you when your spirit is tired. It cheers for you when you take small steps forward. It never leaves, never wavers, never sleeps. Maybe you felt abandoned by people in your life. People who promised to stay but didn't. People who said they loved you but stopped showing it. That kind of pain runs deep. But their inability to love you the way you needed doesn't mean you're unlovable. It just means they couldn't see the full truth of who you are. The universe, however, sees it all. Every part of you, every scar, every triumph, every silent prayer, and it loves you through all of it. You don't need to prove yourself to be worthy of that love. You were already born worthy. You are enough as you are. Even now you are being guided. Even now your angels are surrounding you with warmth and whispers of encouragement. Even now you are being loved by a force greater than you can comprehend. You are being reminded gently, patiently, that you are not alone. This love is in the sunlight that touches your skin. It's in the lyrics of a song that moves you. It's in the way a stranger smiles at you, in the quiet moments when peace washes over you for no reason at all. These are reminders, little love notes from the universe letting you know it's still here, that you are still loved. You don't have to pretend to be okay to be loved. You don't have to be positive all the time. Love meets you in your sorrow just as much as in your joy. It walks with you through your healing. It doesn't demand perfection. It only asks for honesty, vulnerability, openness. So open your heart today, just a little more. Let that love in. Let it wash away the lie that you're alone, that you have to do this all by yourself. You don't. You never did. You are deeply loved right now, without changing anything, without proving anything. Breathe that in. Let it fill the empty places. Let it remind you of your worth. Let it guide you home to yourself. And when the world feels cold again, when you forget, come back to this truth. You are not alone. You are deeply loved. And you always will be. Everything is working out for your highest good. Even if it doesn't look like it, even if it doesn't feel like it, even when life appears messy, uncertain, or painful, there is a divine orchestration happening behind the scenes. A higher intelligence is moving all the pieces into place, guiding you with love and shaping your path with wisdom far beyond what the eyes can see. There are no accidents in your journey. Every moment, every setback, every delay, every unexpected turn, it's all part of a greater plan. You may not understand why certain things happened the way they did, and you may be holding on to questions that haven't been answered, but one day you will look back and realize that it all made sense, that the pain had purpose, that the detour led to destiny, that the waiting season was actually a season of preparation. When things fall apart, it's easy to believe that life is against you, but what if life is actually rearranging itself for you? What if what you call a setback is really a setup for something far more aligned? What if the door that closed was never meant for you? What if the silence you're experiencing is actually the space needed for clarity to rise? Everything is working out for your highest good. That means even the things that broke your heart are being used to build your strength. That means even the opportunities that slipped through your fingers are making space for something better. That means the relationships that ended were not rejections, but redirections, pointing you back to your worth, your truth, your peace. There is no such thing as being behind. You are not late to your life. You haven't missed your chance. What's meant for you cannot pass you by, and what is not meant for you, no matter how much you try to force it, will never feel right. Let it go. Let it leave. And know that something greater is already on its way. You are growing in ways you can't fully see. The universe is not only working on the outside, it is working within you. Your awareness is expanding. Your spirit is strengthening. You are being taught how to trust, not just when things go your way, but especially when they don't. Because trust is not believing in the outcome, it's believing in the process. You are becoming more aligned with who you truly are, and sometimes that requires shedding old beliefs, shedding outdated patterns, shedding people who no longer see your light. That can be painful, but it's also sacred, because in every ending, there is a beginning. In every loss, there is a lesson. In every breakdown, there is a breakthrough waiting to emerge. Stop trying to control everything. You are not meant to have all the answers right now. You are meant to surrender, to relax into the knowing that you are supported, that life is not punishing you, it's loving you in ways that stretch you, grow you, and ultimately free you. Speak this truth over your life. Everything is working out for my highest good. I don't have to see how right now. I just have to trust that it is. Let that become your mantra when the future feels uncertain. Let it be your anchor when fear tries to creep in. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are being led gently, consistently. The universe is responding to your energy, not your worry. So shift your focus. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of obsessing over the outcome, ask yourself, how can I show up with love and faith in this moment? That's where your power lives, in the now. You are not alone in this journey. Forces greater than you are working on your behalf. Things are being aligned. Conversations are being had about you in rooms you haven't stepped into yet. Doors are being opened behind the curtain of time. Miracles are preparing themselves to meet you at just the right moment. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep letting go of what's not meant for you, because what is meant for you will find you, and it will fit easily, effortlessly, peacefully. Let yourself breathe today. Let yourself rest in the truth that you are not doing this alone. You are divinely guided, you are deeply loved, and you are being prepared for something greater than you imagined. Even now, even here, especially now, everything is working out for your highest good. It's time to release the pain you've been carrying. You've held on to it for so long, haven't you? Quietly, bravely, silently. Maybe no one even knows the weight you've been dragging behind you day after day. But your soul knows, your body knows. And deep within, there's a gentle whisper that's been calling to you. Let it go now. You don't need to carry this anymore. Pain has a way of settling in the hidden corners of your being. It disguises itself as strength, as silence, as I'm fine. But you were never meant to hold on to every wound, every disappointment, every heartbreak. You were meant to feel it, honor it, and then release it. Holding on doesn't make you strong. Letting go does. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe they never apologized. Maybe you never got closure. Maybe you still wonder what you could have done differently. And in that wondering, you've kept yourself locked in a prison of what ifs and if onlys. But the truth is, what happened, happened. And your healing is not dependent on someone else's regret. It's not dependent on whether they understand or care. Your healing is yours. And it begins the moment you say, this pain no longer belongs in my heart. You've cried tears no one saw. You've replayed the same memory, trying to make sense of it. You've blamed yourself. You've tried to numb it. But here's the truth. What hurt you does not define you. It shaped you, yes. But now you get to choose what comes next. You get to choose peace. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to admit that you're tired of being strong, that you want to rest, that you want to breathe again without that invisible weight pressing on your chest. You deserve that. You deserve to feel light again, to laugh without guilt, to wake up and not immediately feel the ache of the past, that life is waiting for you on the other side of this release. Letting go is not forgetting. It's not pretending it didn't hurt. Letting go is saying, I choose myself now. I choose my healing. I choose my future. It's understanding that pain may have visited you, but it doesn't get to stay. It's packing up the memories, the betrayal, the loss, and handing them over to the universe with a deep breath and a full heart. Breathe in now. Feel the weight in your body. Name it. Feel where it lives in your shoulders, your chest, your stomach. And now gently say to it, thank you for what you taught me, but you can go now. Your body doesn't need to hold this pain any longer. Your spirit doesn't need to wear it like armor. You are safe to let it go. The moment you release pain, you make space. Space for joy, space for clarity, space for love, space for miracles. Pain takes up so much room when it's left unchecked. It clouds your vision and closes your heart. But the moment you say, I am ready, the healing begins. And healing is not a straight line. Some days you'll feel free, other days the ache might return. But each time you choose to release instead of cling, each time you choose love instead of fear, you grow stronger, you become lighter, and the more you let go, the more you remember who you truly are, whole, worthy, radiant. You are not what happened to you. You are not the wound. You are not the trauma. You are the one who survived, the one who still believes in hope, the one who is learning to turn scars into strength. And now it's your time. Time to rise from the ashes of your past. Time to put the heavy bags down. Time to walk forward, free from the stories that kept you small. The light is calling you. The peace is calling you. Your true self is calling you. She's been waiting patiently, lovingly for you to return. So say this to yourself now. I release the pain I've carried. I forgive what I could not change. I choose peace. I choose healing. I choose me. You are not broken. You are becoming whole, becoming true, becoming new. And you don't have to carry that pain anymore. It's time, let it go, let it be. Let yourself be free. Step into the worthiness that has always been yours. Not because someone else gave it to you, not because you earned it by working harder or being perfect, but because you were born with it. It has always been there, quiet, steady, unwavering. Like the sun behind the clouds. Your worth is not something you find, it is something you remember. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to shrink yourself to fit someone else's expectations. You don't have to chase love, approval, or validation to feel like you matter. You already matter. You already belong. You are already enough. Exactly as you are. Somewhere along the way, the world tried to tell you otherwise. Maybe it happened when someone criticized you too harshly. Maybe it was the silence after you tried your best and it still wasn't good enough for them. Maybe it was the betrayal, the abandonment, or the rejection that made you question your value. And little by little, you started to forget. Forget how sacred you are. Forget how powerful, how radiant, how loved you are, without needing to earn it. But now is the time to remember. Now is the time to come home to yourself, to rise above the lies of unworthiness, to look in the mirror and say, I deserve joy. I deserve peace. I deserve love, not because I've done everything right, but because I exist. You are not your past, you are not your mistakes, you are not the version of yourself that you had to be just to survive. You are so much more. You are light. You are truth. You are divine creation in motion. There is nothing ordinary about you. Your presence here is on purpose. Your voice matters. Your life has meaning beyond what you can comprehend. When you believe in your worth, everything changes. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop begging for crumbs of affection. You stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You begin to choose peace over people-pleasing. You begin to walk away from anything that asks you to abandon your soul just to be accepted. You become magnetic. Not because you're trying to be anything, just because you're finally being yourself. That's the power of worthiness. It draws in what is meant for you and repels what isn't aligned. You no longer chase, you no longer doubt, you simply receive. Because you've finally opened your heart to believe that you are worthy of the good that is coming. And yes, the old voices may still echo, the ones that say, who do you think you are? Or, you're not special enough, or you'll never be truly loved. But you are stronger than those voices now. You can bless them and let them go. You can say, I hear you, but I no longer believe you. Because those voices are not the truth. They are the echo of pain. And pain does not get to write the story of your life. Start speaking to yourself like someone who matters. Speak to yourself like someone you deeply love. Tell yourself, I am worthy of kindness. I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of healing. I am worthy of a life that feels like peace. Say it again and again until it becomes your new truth, your new normal. You were not created to live small. You were not created to live in fear. You were not created to just get by. You were created to shine, to rise, to thrive, to live boldly, fully, joyfully. And you don't need anyone's permission to do so. You only need your own. So take up space, speak your truth, make room for your dreams, stop apologizing for who you are, start standing in the light of your own beauty. Walk with your head high, not in arrogance, but in remembrance. Remembering that you were always enough, always worthy, always loved. And when you forget again, and you will because life gets noisy, come back to this truth. My worth is not up for debate. It is not fragile. It is not earned. It is eternal. I am not less because of what I've lost. I am not unworthy because of how I've been treated. I am whole. I am sacred. I am here on purpose. Now is your time. Not when you lose the weight, not when you get the job, not when they finally love you back. Now, right here, as you are. Step into the worthiness that has always been yours, and never ever give it away again. A miracle is already on its way to you. Even now, as you read these words, something beautiful is aligning in your favor. It might be invisible to your eyes, quiet to your ears, but in the unseen realms, divine forces are moving on your behalf. The delays, the detours, the moments of silence, they were not signs of abandonment. They were preparation. The universe never stopped working behind the scenes, and soon what you've been waiting for will meet you in perfect timing. You may have prayed with tears in your eyes. You may have whispered your hopes in the stillness of the night, wondering if anyone was listening. You may have grown weary from waiting, questioning if you were forgotten. But hear this now. You have never been forgotten. You have never been overlooked. Your desires, your dreams, your longing for healing and peace, they've been heard and they've been honored. The miracle you're waiting for isn't just possible, it's promised. Not by luck, not by chance, but by the deep spiritual truth that life supports you, that you are not alone in this journey, that every step you've taken, every challenge you've faced, every time you chose to keep going when you could have given up, none of it was in vain. You may not see the full picture yet, and that's okay. The caterpillar cannot imagine the wings of the butterfly while it is still in the cocoon, but transformation is taking place. Healing is unfolding. The door that once felt locked is gently opening. The energy is shifting. What was once heavy is being lifted. What was once stagnant is now moving. And even if you can't feel it yet, even if doubt still lingers in your heart, I invite you to trust. Trust that there is a bigger plan. Trust that the universe is wise and it knows exactly when and how to deliver what is yours. Trust that no effort, no tear, no prayer has been wasted. The miracle is already on its way. Sometimes we expect miracles to be loud, dramatic, earth-shattering, but often they arrive softly. They whisper through new opportunities. They show up as sudden peace in your heart, unexpected kindness, a door you never thought would open. A miracle doesn't always look like magic. It looks like alignment, ease, flow, healing where there once was hurt, answers where there once was fear. Your only job now is to prepare your heart to receive, to release the worry, to let go of the timelines, to surrender the need to control how it arrives. Say to yourself, I am open, I am ready, I am worthy of good things. And truly believe it. Believe that you are not being punished, delayed, or denied. You are being guided. You are being loved into something even better than you imagine. Every time you chose to rise again, the universe took notice. Every moment you loved, even with a broken heart, it was seen. Every time you gave when you had little, forgave when it was hard, or chose faith over fear, you sent a message out into the world. I trust that something better is coming. And it is. You don't need to figure everything out today. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to have a 5-step plan. All you need is belief. All you need is the courage to hold on, even if by a thread, even if your voice shakes, even if your hope feels fragile. Miracles don't require perfection. They require openness, surrender, a heart willing to believe in the unseen. So breathe. Right now in this moment, let go of the worry, let go of the question, when will it happen? And rest in the knowing that it is happening. That every cell in your body, every fiber of the universe is conspiring to bring you closer to the life you are meant to live. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not being punished. You are being loved into alignment. Let your spirit be light. Let your heart rise again. Let your soul smile, knowing that the tides are turning in your favor. The miracle may come in ways you don't expect, but it will come. And when it arrives, you'll look back and understand why it took the time it did. Keep your faith strong. Keep your heart open. Keep choosing to believe that good things are not only possible, they are promised to those who do not give up. The miracle is already on its way to you. Just hold on. You're almost there.